What is happening, sports fans? It's your main man, Matt, from the DFS 5 pack. I am rocking it solo. It is Wednesday, January 19th. We got 13 NBA games to talk over. Just dropped the members only video, made it with my man, DFS Patriot. Took us a little bit over an hour. So, ton of info on there. If you want access to that, go check out the DFS 5 pack. We'd love to have you sign up. In the meantime, I got this public video for you guys. Wanted to break down 5 guys I like a lot tonight. Obviously, with 13 games, 26 teams in play, there's going to be a ton of good plays all over. You're not going to be able to play everyone you want, but just know that going in, it's all about making the best plays, and just know that, with only 8 roster spots, there's going to be a lot of guys you like that you just can't fit in there. Before I hop into the NBA, I want to shout out our promoters real quick. Nothing's changed. When you sign up and join Jazz Sports, you get a no-risk wager up to $1,000 on your first bet. That's $1,000 back if your first wager is graded a loss. You just can't beat that. One of the better deals I've ever seen around this industry. It would behoove all you guys to check it out. The promo code is 5PACK, and the link will be in the description section. And as far as Loose Lines goes, Loose Lines is an affiliate of Jazz Sports. They offer really good lines and odds over there, a ton of reduced juice and other really cool perks. When you sign up at Loose Lines, you get 50% off your first deposit. So, again, I recommend everyone check that out. The promo code for both is 5PACK, and the links for both will be in the description section. With that said, let's dive in. Again, I got 5 guys I want to talk over. A couple obvious plays that I think you just want to lock in everywhere, and a couple guys falling a little bit under the radar. So, first off, the Anthony Melton. Lock in all formats, probably the first guy you're playing. Certainly not avoiding him in cash games, and a definite risky fade in tournaments. We've read this book before. We know who Melton is. He's a guy that produces big time when he gets run. Now, he doesn't often get a ton of run, but with Dylan Brooks out, Desmond Bane out, Kyle Anderson out, and Tyus Jones now out, I imagine Melton is the starter here. He's going to play probably upwards of 30 minutes in an up-paced game. A game that potentially could get out of hand, in which case it would only help Melton because he would get even more run. At this price point, he's just too cheap. We've seen him in the $5K range when he's been a starter and gotten more minutes before. Back down below $4K. He looks like one of, if not the best value play on paper, and we will lock him in accordingly. Moving on to another guy that looked like just a stone cold plug and play option in all formats. That's going to be Jordan Clarkson. Very fairly priced at $5,500, coming off a stinker against the Lakers, shot 2 of 13. Utah lost that game, only scored 95 points. Now he gets a Houston team that gives up a ton of DFS points with Donovan Mitchell out. So with Mitchell out, Clarkson's the first guy I look to because he's one of the main guys, if not the main guy, that can replace Mitchell's usage and scoring. He's just the best scorer on the team now with Mitchell out. And I imagine he has the ball in his hands a ton in a great matchup against Houston. Now, Mike Conley, Joe Ingles, Rudy Gobert, Royce O'Neal, all the Jazz guys are in play. Clarkson's just my favorite. And if I were making one lineup tonight, he'd be in it, as of now at least. Things can certainly change in the world of NBA, as we know. All right, now I head to a guy that I like in all formats that people might have some sticker shock on. So Terence Davis. 5,300 is pricey for him if you look at his game log and you see that his minutes have been really fluctuating. He doesn't, play a ton. He plays a ton one game and then doesn't play a ton the next. It can be frustrating, and it's certainly risky now that his price has risen. But with Tyrese Halliburton out, we saw him start last game, play 37 minutes. Excuse me, guys. Play 37 minutes, drop 40 DK points. And yeah, his price is up, but he was just too cheap at 3,700. I think the price increase is warranted. I still think he's too cheap for his current role. In one of, if not my favorite game on the slate, I like this game all over for DFS purposes. Davis is one of, if not my favorite piece of Sacramento. If you want to know who the other guy I love is, check out the members only video. All right, a couple guys left. One is just going to be a cog type in all formats. Not getting a ton of love, coming in with decent ownership, but not a guy that you have to play in cash games or you have to fade in tournaments. I think you just play him if you like him, and that's Tobias Harris, coming off one of the worst games of his career. I used him, of course, in that last game. Was awful. Fouled out, made 3 of 11 shots, and basically did nothing else. 1 board and 1 assist. Pathetic performance from him. Saw a big price decrease now. And while I don't love anyone on Philly when Joel Embiid is in, Harris is obviously the secondary option, and now his price below 7K in a cake matchup against Orlando. Yes, please. He's got 40-plus upside easy in this spot, and it's 6,700. We'll take that all day, twice on Sundays. All righty. Last but not least, the Time Lord, Robert Williams. I already liked him, and the Patriot got me to like him even more. So you've got, first off, big men against Charlotte. Charlotte sucks against opposing big men. They just get eaten alive. I expect Williams to do his thing tonight. Secondly, he's coming back tonight after the birth of his second child. I imagine he's got a little extra pep in his step here in a cake matchup, priced decently at 7K, so he's not getting a ton of love, especially with other good center options. We've seen upside him at this price a few times lately with other good games mixed in there. I like the Time Lord a lot here. I think he's fallen a little bit under the radar, and maybe the best spot in basketball, coming back, like I said, from the birth of his child. One of my favorite plays on the slate. And again, another guy, if I were making one lineup right now, he'd be in it. That's what I got for you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you want more content, more videos, more any of that stuff, go check out the DFS 5-pack. We'd love to have you. I hope you liked it. Appreciate you guys, and we'll catch you on the flip side tomorrow.